Aries, hey, welcome to Vivid Vibration. My name is Christina. I hope that y'all are doing well. Okay, let's see what we have here, Aries. We have the Forest, the Poet, the Lover, the Bardo, the Queen, and Gnosis. I like this energy. Okay. So, Aries, I feel like you guys are definitely going into this uncharted territory. I mean, like the Forest is the idea of, paths that have not yet been charted, and they're also friends and enemies alike. And it's just kind of this idea of like setting off on this new adventure, where you're just going to be meeting all new people and all new situations and circumstances. There's just like a freshness to this idea, but a freshness that feels like something you haven't done before, something that you're following your intuition toward, through, that kind of mentality. I mean, the Bardo is the idea of things unseen, kind of like the in-between state, like the dream state. You're not awake, but you're not asleep. And it's just kind of like you're gaining insight to things that you hadn't seen before. Excuse me, sorry. And I want to say that, as a result of just kind of like this gathering of information, you're really starting to have like a deeper understanding and a deeper knowing of like why it is that you're making the decisions that you're making and what end it is that you're trying to reach through this decision-making process. We have the Queen, which is the idea of influence. The Queen is the sorry, all this dry heat, you would think I would be dried out, but whew, okay. The Queen is the idea of influence, the neck that turns the head in the direction that it needs to go. In Aries, I don't know if you're being influenced or if you are acting as the influencer, but I'm going to like read it how it comes through. Obviously, you can be on either side of the story, so take what resonates and leave the rest. But I feel like there's somebody who's kind of influencing you. I almost feel like it's somebody who's influencing you and you were like, you didn't anticipate them pointing you in this direction, but it's a direction that I think is going to lead you down a path of enlightenment. I want to say, I don't know, we're going to be on some spiritual vibes. I just got out of some dope meditation class, so but I mean, the idea of the Poet is the idea that they can take things, take the pain and take the misery and turn it into something beautiful. And the Lover, obviously, like the Lovers, it's pretty self-explanatory. So it could be that you're falling in love with this person who's really kind of, I want to say, just like shifting you in another direction. If it's not an actual relationship, then I want to say that you're interacting with somebody who's really influencing you to go in a new direction. But it doesn't feel like it's out of alignment with you or what you want or, like what you envision for your life. If anything, I feel like it solidifies the direction that you were wanting to go. Okay, Aries, let's see what else we can get for y'all. The Chariot and the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, it's movement. It's major movement in a direction that, I mean, the Ace of Pentacles, it could be a new job. Really, a new opportunity to learn a new skill. Something that it might feel, I kind of want to say like, it might feel like it's like a small start. Like there's a lot of like walking on faith energy that's kind of, like the like knowing, but not totally knowing, like just like this inner knowing, I feel like there's just this reliance on your intuition because the decisions that you're making aren't necessarily, this is not the 10 of Pentacles, right? It's not like I'm turning directions and I'm stepping into money. I feel like I'm turning directions and I'm stepping into an opportunity that will, I want to say, just like open the doors as I continue on this journey, right? Aries. Okay, we had a lot of cards pop out here. Okay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. The Fairy Stallion, which is the Chariot again. Love that. There's definitely some movement I want to say that you're having to make a decision. The Five of Swords is the idea of just like feeling like you're under attack, feeling like no matter which way you step, like there's just something's going to come for you, and really having to make a decision. I want to say to turn away from that environment, that community, that, you know, like that point of stagnation, you know, where you just feel like, I don't know, you know, like I feel like any of us who have lived life in any sense of the word, you know, like we've all gone down those roads where we think, okay, this is the road that I want to go down, or this is the road that's going to be beneficial for me. And then we go down that road and we're like, maybe not so much, you know? And I feel like there's an idea here, Aries, that y'all have been going down a road that has left you feeling a little bit like, this is not what I envisioned for the entirety of my life, right? Like, it's great for now, but like, is this forever? You know what I mean? And I feel like you're having to make a decision, but I feel like you're also kind of making that decision. I don't know if it's like under the influence of this person, because it, in all sincerity, feels like a pretty easy decision that you're making. You know, I feel like there's an idea here of like, you've made this decision to move forward. You've been working on yourself. And even though it might seem like a small start, there's abundance there. You know, I mean, the Ten of Pentacles is like, you know, he has so much that he's able to extend that to his friends, his family, his community, you know. And it's just kind of like this idea of like, you've been working in a way that's opened you up to an opportunity that will really allow you to like to come into your power. And the Ace of Cups, I love this. This is like my favorite Ace of Cups card of all of the ones that I have, because the otters are so sweet. Like, they hold each other's hands when they sleep so they don't lose one another. And I feel like you're not doing this alone, Aries. You're doing this with someone who, I want to say, just like makes you feel like you're not alone in it all. I want to say like makes you feel safe in this next journey, which I love because that's always important. Okay, let's do this one. Aries. The Star again. Oh, I set those down to the side and I didn't even. Lo siento. Because you had the Star and the Magician pop out as well. You know, the Star is usually indicative of the idea of healing. But this one is really more about the idea of like stepping into your power and stepping into, you know, the means to really embody your fullness, you know. And the Magician, again, you've got a lot of like in the beginning feel type of cards, you know, the Magician, Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. So I feel like whatever direction this is that you're taking, it feels, I just want to say like everything about it feels right. You know, like sometimes there's just things where you just like, this doesn't quite feel right. And then you have the Strength, the Star, and the Nine of Cups. I'm not gonna lie, the Strength card, I mean, it's a Leo card, so it's like whatevs, but like also sometimes I feel like be careful what you wish for, because if you want to be strong, then you're gonna go through some shit. But I kind of get the feeling that you've already gone through the shit. I feel like you've stayed true, you've stayed steady to your growth, to your development. You know, like you never stopped pursuing, you know, your heart's desire. And now you're being given the opportunity to really step into fulfillment, step into the healing that you've been working so hard to attain. I love this read, Aries. Okay, let's do one last card for y'all and we'll call it a read. The Fault Line and the Village. Ick, ick, ick. Yeah, I feel like you guys are leaving behind a situation that has just felt confining. You know, the Village is the idea is like you can't get any bigger than the people around you, right? They want you to be as successful as they are, but like maybe a step below, because the Village always comes with a high level of like competition and like some people who are like, I don't know, just envious and like they smile to your face and then they trip you up when you're not looking. And I feel like there's just this idea of it having happened so many times that whatever foundation it is that you were standing on, I think there came a point in time where you were like, this is not a foundation. I cannot stand on this. All I'm doing is falling. All I'm doing is struggling. You know what I mean? Like when you are constantly in survival mode and you're constantly pulling yourself out of that, however that plays for you, whether it's financial survival or emotional survival, or, you know, like I just can't even wrap my head around what's going on type of survival. You have made a very solid decision to move away from that. I do feel like it comes from a point of influence. You know, like almost as though somebody says to you, like, are you like you can stay in a situation that makes you unhappy, that makes you feel limited, that causes you to struggle with mental health, you know, emotional development, all of those things. But like, why would you do that when healing and fulfillment and where'd it go? And success are all right around the corner. Like, don't be afraid of change. I don't get the feeling that you're feeling super afraid of it. I feel like this has more of a feeling of like, thank God, than like a, oh no, you know, but like a thank God on the heels of like some shit. All right, Aries, I hope this resonates with y'all. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. Please give me a like, share, and subscribe if this does resonate with you, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.